Well, fantasy football right around the corner. Here's a few running backs I look to target entering your drafts in the next few weeks or even days, depending when your league drafts. The first running back, Kenneth Walker, the third of the Seattle Seahawks. So Kenneth Walker last season in his rookie year, he showed a lot of flashes, and he had some breakout ball games. 228 rush attempts, 1,050 rush yards, 9 touchdowns, 27 catches, 165 receiving yards on 35 targets. So right now, second year over there in Seattle. We know they got a good offense. Geno Smith had a breakout year last year. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. You got the rookie Smith at wide receiver as well. And Kenneth Walker right now, I'm surprised he's going late third, early fourth round in fantasy drafts. Coming into the year, before the rankings came out and stuff, I thought he'd be a second rounder. Most likely is Kenneth Walker. So right now, I like his ADP. I like the burst away speed last season, and he's an explosive running back. And nowadays, it's a young man's game over there at the running back position. And obviously, Kenneth Walker only entering his second year, and there's a lot of good offensive weapons over there around him as well, where the attention and boxes won't be loaded all against Kenneth Walker. So right now, well, he's going at the third, fourth round, like I mentioned, it's good ADP. And it wouldn't be surprising to me if Walker could rush anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 yards if he gets a solid workload this season, which he would. And right now, he's definitely a running back I would target this season, and it wouldn't be surprising as well if he's top 10 in fantasy points at the position this year. The next running back's Aaron Jones of the Green Bay Packers. So Aaron Jones last season, another solid year under his belt. And I know this year he's going into the year with young quarterback Jordan Love as his starter. After his whole career, he had Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback as Aaron Jones. But last season, 213 rush attempts, 1,121 rush yards, only 2 rushing touchdowns, which obviously was a problem. 59 catches, 395 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion. So right now, I know A.J. Dillon is there, but Aaron Jones, his ADP as well, third, fourth round, he's going in fantasy drafts. And I think he could carve out low number 1 running back numbers here this season is Aaron Jones. I like how he catches the ball out of the backfield. I think with the young quarterback in there and Jordan Love, they're going to lean on him a little bit more. Is this Green Bay Packer team, obviously, where he's going to have some ball games where I think we're going to see 20, 25 carries out of him, and a lot of dump-offs and checkdowns as well for Jordan Love this season. So right now, the ADP is a great number for Aaron Jones to get him third, fourth round. And like I said, I don't think the best years are behind him yet, and the workload might be a little bit more than 213 carries this season. So this year, I definitely would target Aaron Jones on draft day. The next running back's James Cook of the Buffalo Bills. So James Cook last season, I had him as an emerging rookie and a sleeper, but it just didn't come to fruition with the running backs over there in Buffalo, obviously. You had Devin Singletary, but now he left in free agency, went to the Houston Texans. You had Nyheim Hines. He's out for the season as well. So James Cook and Damian Harris most likely will be the 1 and 2 backs over there. But James Cook, I think he's poised for a breakout. He's a young running back. And we know Damian Harris, he's had a lot of injury concerns throughout his NFL career. And even last year was banged up as well. So I think Harris will be more of the short yard and goal line back, where James Cook, he'll be pretty much the every down back for the most part, and he's pretty decent receiver out of the backfield as well. So last season, 89 carries, 507 rush yards, 2 touchdowns, 21 catches, 180 receive yards, and a touchdown. And even Josh Allen said he thinks Cook is a 3-down back and could be a big part of this offense. And right now, if you can get a running back with Cook's upside and the workload that's possible, right now he's going anywhere from the 7th to the 9th round, so that's definitely a steal in my book here to get James Cook at that level of the draft here. And definitely a running back I would want on my team, and is the number 2 running back on your roster. I think it's pretty perfect to have him over there is James Cook. So right now, going into fantasy drafts in the next few weeks, he's definitely a running back I would target this season. The next running back's Isaiah Pacheco of the Kansas City Chiefs. So last season, they kept giving Clyde Edwards-Helaire chances early in the year and the big workload, and he just couldn't get the job done. Then he got injured, and it was next man up. And Pacheco, he carved out a pretty solid year in his rookie year. 170 rush attempts, 830 rush yards, 5 touchdowns, 13 grabs, 130 receiving yards on 14 targets. So I think it's going to be Pacheco first and second down, short yardage back. And then Jared McKinnon will be the third down back, where they re-signed him with his Kansas City Chiefs team. So Pacheco, he's going 6th or 7th round in most fantasy drafts. And he's another running back that I think's perfect as a number 2 running back for fantasy owners here is Isaiah Pacheco. So right now, he's a big, bulky back. He knows the system over there in Kansas City. They had a lot of faith in him obviously in that Super Bowl run and winning the Super Bowl. And I think this season we're going to see a nice breakout type of year for Pacheco, because we saw it towards the end of the year, obviously in the regular season and the playoffs. And right now, to get a running back with his upside, and especially part of a great offense where boxes obviously won't be stacked, where Patrick Mahomes really stretches out a defense and is the best quarterback in the league here, Pacheco could be in for a big season where it wouldn't be surprising to me he cracks 1,000 yards and has double-digit touchdowns this season as Pacheco. So he's definitely a running back, especially in the 6th or 7th round where he's going. I would target going into the drafts on the 5th and final running back. I would target James Conner of the Arizona Cardinals. So James Conner, we know he's been injury prone throughout his career, but pretty much over there's no one in that backfield for this Arizona Cardinal team. Youngster Keontae Ingram as a backup, but besides that, there's no one with a lot of experience. And James Conner last season, I know he missed some games, but he still had a pretty solid number 2 running back season for your roster. 183 carries, 782 rush yards, 7 touchdowns, 46 catches, which was a little bit surprising, 300 receiving yards, and a receiving touchdown. So right now, he's a running back that could do it all. We know he's a 3-down back, and even reports have come out, especially with Kyler Murray, might not be ready for the start of the season here. They're going to rely on Conner a little bit more, is this Arizona Cardinal team, and they're going to want to be a team that kills the clock. They've released DeAndre Hopkins, so he's off the roster as well, and I think James Conner is going to be in for a big workload. So on volume alone, obviously, and they'll really thread it back up with the split carries with him. He's definitely a running back in the 4th or 5th round where I've seen him go a lot is James Conner. I would target, so that's a few running backs I look to target entering draft day in the next few weeks here for the NFL and fantasy entering the 2023 season.